Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the all new On My Sports, your source for sports entertainment from a real sports fan. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's talk some sports. Keep it locked. Welcome, everybody. As I said before, and if you've been paying attention over the last few weeks, I told you some changes was coming, and it is official. Welcome to the brand new, all new On My Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. It's not just hoops anymore, but yes, you're in the right spot. Once again, it's your boy, John J, with you as always. And I got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not just basketball. Although I love hoops, it's more than just hoops. So without further ado, I'd like to get into it. But before I do, please, if you haven't already, drop a like, share, subscribe, and comment on this fine new show, man. Tell the world about it. Tell your friends. You found one. Haha. Yes, sir. But kick this off, man. We still gonna step into the world of the NBA, and as you know, free agency is still going on among us, ladies and gentlemen. And I just like to congratulate the newest owners of the bag, the franchise cornerstones, Tyrese Halliburton. Oh my goodness, Anthony Edwards, my boy, you know it, and not to be outdone, the one and only LaMelo Ball. These three gentlemen, man, ladies and gentlemen, they got that bag. Fresh 5-year, $260 million contract. Oh my God. We talking big money talk, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations. Shout out to those guys. And also DeJounte Murray. You know what I'm saying? Fresh ink to a 4-year, $120. You know, shout out to him getting that bag. Grant Williams on the move to the Dallas Mavericks with a fresh 4-year contract worth about $54 million. So I said it last week and I said it again. I'm loving everything Dallas is doing this year, this offseason. They going hard. But man, big money talk. Dillon Brooks, we talked about last week, his 4-year, $80 million deal, but now after word is coming out with some of the incentives, it's actually before the incentives, it's up to $86 million, and with the incentives, it could hit $90 million. So shout out to Dillon Brooks, man. He got that bag, despite popular belief. But yeah, free agency. It's kind of died down a little bit, slowed down, but still some action going on. Shout out to Mo Bamba. Signed on to back up Joel Embiid with the Philadelphia 76ers. And word on the street, the Phoenix Suns is front runners for Bol. So that could be a nice play for them boys, man. That might be a game changer if they pull that off. So shout out to them. But you know what it is. The one thing everybody has been waiting to talk about, waiting to hear, waiting to see, the number one thing on everybody's mind is free agency is what the hell is going to happen with Dame, man. Is Dame time over in Portland? Where is it going, man? So it's said that he only wants Miami. They came out and reported that Miami is the spot that he's going to go to, and if anybody else trades for him, you're going to get an unhappy superstar. So what's the holdup? Well, apparently Portland does not want Tyler Hero because Portland is heavy with guards. You want to talk about guard play? They got that. They got the young Scoot Henderson. They got a young Anthony Simons with a fat contract already. They got last year's rookie Shaden Sharp. I mean, these boys got some guard play over there. And they just retained the rights to 𝑚atisse Thybulle. So they're not necessarily looking for a guard. So in order to get Dame, Miami is gonna have to enlist a third team. So this is where the boys come into play. There's a lot of teams that are interested in a deal of this magnitude, and there's some teams that want Tyler Hero. The Bulls is a team that's constantly being rumored. Is Zach LaVine gonna be on the move? We shall see. And word on the street is Boston is gearing up for something big. So, man, I know that Miami is the front runner, but we'll see, man. We'll see. If Boston could come up with something big, will Dame be angry with that? It's hard to believe, man. But we shall see. Stay tuned. But moving on, Summer League. The NBA Summer League has officially kicked off, and I know that's not the most glamorous time of the year, but it's still an opportunity to see these young, fresh faces that just touched down in the league from this draft last month. And the Vegas Summer League kicked off with a nice little show between Portland and Houston, with the number 3 and the number 4 pick, Scoot Henderson and Amen Thompson going at it. And they put on a show, ladies and gentlemen. They put on a nice show. The future is bright for both of these teams. And, unfortunately, Thompson did suffer a grade 2 ankle sprain. He's going to be out for about 2 to 3 weeks, but the kid will be ready for camp. But they put a nice showing together. They showed the fans a good time out there in Vegas. And they showed us that the future is bright for Portland and Houston. But then after that, the debut that the world was waiting for, man. I'll tell you what, Vic Dub against Brandon Miller, the number 1 and the number 2 pick, San Antonio against Charlotte. And we even seen Brandon Miller play some defense on Vic Dub. He guarded him a few times. And I must say the number 2 pick put on a pretty nice show, pretty nice effort. Much better than his debut in the Summer League. But I know everybody want to talk about Vic Dub and his performance, and he said it himself. It wasn't his best performance. He didn't know what he was doing out there. He's just ready to learn. But he ended up with like 9 points, 8 rebounds, and about 5 blocks. But he showed you some signs, man. He's gonna be box office, must see TV. Vic Dub, and somebody else trying to get their hands on Vic Dub. Let's talk about it. Britney Spears. Britney Spears apparently caught a 1-2 flu flux backhand from one of the security guards when trying to get her hands on Vic Dub. Now she say all she did was walk up behind and touch his shoulder. First off, bitch, you can't even reach his shoulder. Let's be clear. That video, you was about a third of his size. You ain't touched his shoulder. But second of all, if I'm Vic Dub, that security guard, yeah, you gone. You out the picture, buddy. I gotta let you go. But not because you put hands on Britney. But how the hell did she get close enough to put hands on me? I'm just saying, am I looking at the wrong thing here? How in the hell was she close enough to put hands on me? Yeah, you out here, buddy. Sorry. Peace out. Have a nice life. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. Am I wrong? Was the security guard wrong for the backhand? Or was he wrong for letting it get close enough in the first place? And Vic Dub, I don't think at no point in time he even knew Britney was behind him. I saw the video and he never even reacted. So we'll see how this plays out, Hit me, baby, one more time. But next, man, while we still on the Spurs, shout out to Pop, man. The ageless one. They thought Pop was on his way out, but Pop got him a fresh Vic Dub and a fresh 5-year, $80 million contract. He reset the coaching market, ladies and gentlemen. The old man did it. 5-year, $80 million for the coach. Boom. Pow pow. And let's talk about Dwight. You know, for those of y'all who haven't realized, Dwight has been overseas, you know, out there balling, enjoying life. But he had a few comments. And he said that the prime of his career was better than the prime of 𝓿𝓲𝓭𝓮 𝓜𝓸𝓻𝓮, aka the Joker. Ladies and gentlemen, what y'all think about that? Is he completely out of his mind? Now, I don't want to sit up here and disrespect Dwight, because Dwight was the business. It was a nice point in time where he was the absolute best big man in the league, hands down. But the Joker is something different, man. Joker is something different. Now, defensively, Dwight got it. It's not even close. But outside of that, Joker is putting it all up. He putting up the scoring numbers, the rebounding numbers. But Dwight, ain't nobody passing the ball like the Joker, man. Ain't nobody creating for teammates like the Joker, man. I'm sorry, Dwight. I loved you. I love you. I loved you in the prime of your career. You was a absolute freaking monster. Took the squad to the championship. When everybody thought it was going to be LeBron versus Kobe, you shut that shit down. But the Joker, we ain't never seen nothing like that. The closest thing I could think of is probably Boogie when he was getting down with them triple doubles. But it wasn't as big as on the scale as the Joker. He's something different. So I'm sorry, I gotta say, I gotta call BS on that one. Y'all let me know in the comments, did Dwight have a better prime than the Joker? Let me know. But moving on, man, moving on. For the first time ever, let's step away from hoops. Let's talk about the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, NFL training camps is starting up July 18th. It's right around the corner when rookies report. And the vets gonna report a couple days after that. But it is almost here. The pigskin is almost about to fly, ladies and gentlemen. It is about to go down. If you haven't been paying attention, that man Saquon he got a franchise deal in the offseason, but he still ain't got his contract. And he been putting in major work this offseason. Y'all been seeing the videos. Y'all know how Cavs is getting down out here. Will Saquon get that new deal? He better, man. Stop playing with the man. This. I know Danny Jacobs is the guy on their mind, but Saquon is the one that carried that team. Let's just be real. Without Saquon, that Giants team is not functioning. Danny Dimes is not Danny Dimes without Saquon, without Cavs. Let's just be real. What y'all think? Hop in them comments. But while we talking about Saquon, let's talk about this running back market. How awful it is, right? Well, how amazing it is with talent, but how awful they're treated. You got Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Kareem Hunt. Why are these guys still in free agency? Why are they free agents? Why do they not have a team? What is going on with the league right now? Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing last year, and he can't get a new deal from the Raiders. What's happening? You know, they signed Jimmy G in the offseason, but he might not be fully healthy yet. You finna need Josh Jacobs. You finna rely on him. He might mess around and hold out. Pull a Zeke. Get your money, Jacobs. I hope you do. What y'all think about that? Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was released from the Vikings, but y'all know this kid is explosive. Why is he still on the market? And where is he going to end up? You know, the rumors are swirling. Will it be the Patriots? Will it be the Jets? They're rumored to be very interested. Pair him up with Breece Hall. Although I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm more of a fan of the smash and dash, the power back with the speed back. Those are a little bit two speed backs. Leonard Fournette, a world champion, on the market. This running back market is insane. This is ridiculous. I can't believe the names that are sitting out there still. These running backs going 2 for $1, ladies and gentlemen. Get you one on sale. Buy one, get one. We'll see. Hopefully Dalvin Cook winds up somewhere where he can make a real impact. Buffalo. I think Buffalo will be a nice spot out there with his brother. Or Miami. Miami is another rumored spot. Any one of them AFC East teams, I think that's probably where he's gonna end up, in that AFC East. They're gonna be fighting for his services. So we'll see what he ends up landing. Another guy who's a big name that's on the wire still, D-Hop. Look. What's going on with Hopkins, man? Where is he gonna go? DeAndre Hopkins. What's going on? Will it be Bill? Is Bill Belichick gonna pull it off and get a kid a deal? Or is he holding out for that one diamond in the rough team? Is he gonna be Tennessee? Is it gonna be KC? If he go to KC, that's gonna be absolute bananas. That's a cheat code waiting to happen. That is a cheat code waiting to happen. And I think he might do it. I've been hearing, you've been hearing a lot of New England rumors over the offseason, but why hasn't it happened, Jack? He'd probably take less to take this KC deal. I think that might be the ticket for him. He at the point where he's trying to win a chip, and that might be the guarantee right there. So what you think? I think KC. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think it's gonna be KC who he gonna rock with. But y'all get in them comments. Tell me who y'all think he gonna rock with. But moving on to another one of my favorite sports, man, the world of boxing. Pa pa pa. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, ski. Man. It just went down. I just saw a tremendous effort from one of my favorite young fighters in the sport. I'm talking about the young kid out of Philadelphia, Jaron Boots Ennis, with an absolute dominant effort against Villa. Oh my God. The man had never went down before in his career, and Boots put him on the mat in the 10th with a knockout. Shout out to Boots, 31-0. I'm telling you, man, this is one of my favorite young fighters. Him and Shakur are my two favorites Shakur and Tank are my favorites. But Boots, man, they ducking him, man. They don't want to see Boots in welterweight 147. And I know this might not be the popular opinion because we got Bud versus Spence coming up soon, and we're gonna get into that. But this kid might be the most talented fighter in the division. I'm gonna go out and say it. I think he is the best, most talented fighter in the division. But I don't think he's gonna get a chance to see those top two guys. I think they're gonna both end up avoiding them in the long run. You let me know what you think. But yeah, I think they end up moving up, and they don't want to see Boots. They don't want to see Boots because Boots is out here doing ridiculous work. He is putting on a show and just embarrassing people in the thick of it, in the moment. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Boots. Did y'all see that fight against Villa earlier today? Well, probably yesterday from the time you guys are gonna be watching this. But another fight is announced. Well, not announced, but in the works. Tyson Fury against Francis Ngannou. Now, if you like me, you probably like, man, this fight it's interesting. I'll watch it. but it was not what I was hoping for. We want to see Fury and Usyk stop playing and give us an undisputed title fight at the heavyweight division. You know, we getting spoiled now. This year is giving us some of the biggest fights we've ever seen in the history of the sport. So you can't fool us with these exhibitions anymore. You know, Francis Ngannou is not a boxer. He is a very talented MMA fighter, ridiculously talented MMA fighter, and probably will put on a good show in boxing. But Fury, you are a world champion heavyweight, a world heavyweight champion. You need to be fighting Alexander Usyk. We need to see all of these belts on the line. We getting undisputed in every other division. Come on now, it's time to put it up. Time for running and ducking is over with, man. It's time for these big fights. So we want to see it. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that. Do y'all want to see that fight as bad as I do? Because I want to see it bad. I ain't gonna lie. And for Ngannou, I mean, he ran up out the UFC before we really got to see the fight we wanted to see, and that was him against John Bones Jones. Let's just be real. But I digress. Another fight that was mentioned. AJ, Anthony Joshua, is coming back in the ring to fight Dillian Whyte. Man, that's how I feel. I don't know about y'all, but man, whatever. I still feel like AJ and Wilder is a big time fight, and they saying that if AJ beats Whyte, then we could see him against Wilder in Saudi Arabia before the year is out. That would please me. That would please me very much. But I don't see why we can't get that fight next. I'm just saying, why y'all playing? Y'all tripping. But once again, I digress. Hopefully, things work out so we can get this big time fight that I want to see, and I hope y'all want to see. You know, they teasing us with Wilder and Ruiz. That's another fight that's just, man, I'm gonna watch it most definitely, and I'm sure it'll do some decent numbers. But Wilder and AJ, that's the move. We've been waiting 3, 4, 5 years for this fight. Come on now. Come on now. Give it to us. Give it to us. Come on. Stop playing. Next fight I want to talk about. It was announced. Another smash. One of the biggest. Jermell Charlo, I'm talking about, undisputed at 154 pounds, taking on Canelo Alvarez, undisputed at 168, super middle. Man, this finna be a barn burner. But shout out to Charlo, who's gonna have to jump 2 weight classes to go from 54 to 68, because the fight was originally supposed to be for his brother Jamal. But Jamal said he wasn't gonna be ready in time to fight Canelo in September, so Lil Bro had to step up and take all that smoke. So shout out to Lil Brother Mel, and thumbs down to Maul, man. Big duck. This is big duck action. You can't downplay this one. This big duck action. But undisputed versus undisputed. Somebody finna have a lot of damn belts. It's gonna take about 3 people to hold up all these belts for the winner. Somebody mess around and have 8 belts. See what I'm saying, man? We getting spoiled. We getting all of the fights, man. This is the best time of the year to be a boxing fan. Best time of the decade to be a boxing fan. I'm being real. You know, they did announce that Usyk looked like he getting ready to get in the ring again soon against Dubois, but it's not the fight we've been waiting for. You can't tease us with this this whack stuff no more. Speaking about teasing us with whack stuff, man. Haney, what you doing, man? You gonna get you and Shakur? Came with this low ball offer. Want to get a kid like 20%, 25%. Sound like Haney don't want to fight. Come on, man. You gotta put them belts up. Put them belts up, man. Put them on the line. It's time. Big money fights. Big money fights. Let's go. Big money fights. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money fight. I know I'm tripping. But y'all know the fight we all waiting for. This month, July 29th, Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Bud Crawford, undisputed at welterweight. Let's get it. Who y'all got in this fight? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. This one is a tough one to call because I'm a huge fan of both of these cats. But right now, I'm going to have to go with the weight bully. I'm going to have to go with EJ. I think EJ just a little bit stronger. And he gets a little bit more tactical in that ring, in my opinion. I think he's going to go to that body and put in some work. But I think this is going to be a great fight. I think this might be one of those back and forth, round for round fights. Some old school action. I'm here for it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Who y'all got? And shout out to EJ's trainer, man, Derrick James. Derrick James has put together an insane roster. Y'all check this out. James got he got EJ, Errol Spence Jr., who's training for undisputed at welterweight against Bud Crawford. Then this man got Jermell Charlo, who's undisputed at 54, who's training for undisputed versus undisputed battle with Canelo. Then he got the young kid, Ryan Garcia, who we just seen in the ring with Tank Garcia, the Tank Davis. You know, Garcia's still young, up and coming, but he already got a name and a fan base. And then we got the heavyweight AJ. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua. Shout out to Derrick James for putting together a hell of a stable real quick. You know what I'm saying? Them camps gotta be great. The motivation gotta be great. You looking at guys that put in real work. That should make you nothing but the best. So shout out to Ryan Garcia. This should make you better. Hopefully you stick with it and don't be on none of these childish games. Use this to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? You in there with some dogs, so go and put in that work. But yeah, another fight that they announced coming up. Well, it's being finalized, not fully announced, but Yordanis Ugas against Keith One Time Thurman. That should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Who y'all got in that one? You know, we ain't seen Thurman in the ring in a little while. I want to go with Thurman, but like I said, I ain't seen him in a while. But I think that's who I'm rocking with in that one. And before we get on up out of here, shout out to UFC. You know, I ain't forgot about you. You know, I like all of the fight, baby. UFC has announced John Bones Jones against Stipe Miocic at MSG, Madison Square Garden, New York City, baby, in November. So shout out to them. Can't wait to see that. John Bones Jones back in action. You know, that's my favorite on the MMA guy, on the MMA side, UFC. So shout out. But ladies and gentlemen, if y'all still with me, I hope y'all enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? The first episode of On My Sports, where we went round table. We talked about it all, baby. So get in them comments. If it's anything that I missed, something you want to talk about next week, or you want to shout out, go holler at me. Drop it in the comments. I'll even give you a shout out next week. But and I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please drop a like, share, subscribe, comment. On My Sports, baby. We out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Hope y'all have a great week. Peace.